Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hasanah Binti. My magic number is B19EC0033. Today I would like to present about Project Sarjana Muda 2 PSM2 with the title Restaurant Food Menu with Augmented Reality. My supervisor is TS Dr. Farhan bin Muhammad. Okay, this is my profile. Before I go further, I would like to give an overview for my presentation. First, introduction. Second is literature review. And next, methodology. And fourth, requirement analysis and design. Next, user interface. And lastly, result and testing. First, we go to introduction. This is project is introducing how interaction in combination with augmented reality can help to improve the restaurant performance by having an innovative food menu that will attract the impression of customer when they come to the restaurant and order the food. This also will help to spread the awareness about the advantage of the restaurant compared to the others, and at the same time it can increase the business performance. By having a useful feature in application, customer will feel free and make them clearly understand about the food in terms of portion, ingredient, and calorie value. Next is about the client. Tiamu Cafe is located at Pekan Ajil, Hulu Terengganu, opening in August 2021. And they're focusing menus such as pasta, burger, french fries, and beverage. Tiamu Cafe is a new company which are still trying to get the trust from the customer, and at the same time to create the awareness about the restaurant to catch the customer attention through their menu. In this case, restaurant food menu with AR application will slightly help them to drive the customer to their restaurant in order to help their company to create awareness from the customer. Okay, for the problem statement, first, food and beverage industry nowadays is kept improving and same as technology, because people around the world really like to see and having an unique experience to the something that is related to the science and technology, which can attracting themselves same goes to the technology that is used in some of the restaurant to attract more customer. The other strategies such as promotion and food presentation to catch the impression of the customer toward the restaurant sometimes won't work. This project is proposed to help small business owner to market their restaurant, and at the same time it can reduce the traffic. Okay, for the project aim, first to develop a mobile app for menus that is integrated with AR by using the phone camera that is able to show the customer how the food presentation will actually look before they make an order. Second, the application is marketing strategy that is able to increase the confidence level of customer to buy the food, and at the same time it can be used to promote the restaurant. Customer can manage their calorie intake and avoid the food wasting by observing and the menu information which is provided. For the project objective, to study and design the potential AR technology to develop AR application that will help client in order to market their restaurant, and next to evaluate the customer experience in an augmented reality application. And lastly, to study and analyze the problem background and obtain the necessary needed for this restaurant food menu with AR. For the project scope is focusing on developing an application that can be used by the customer while ordering the food. This application will help customer to look at various type of the food and beverage that will be served by the restaurant. Customer also can identify each ingredient that contained in the meal to avoid the ingredient they didn't eat. All of the meal will be represented in 3D model, which customer can control the movement and be able to see in all perspective. For the viewing and tracking, AR also used the smartphone built-in display camera. The development of the system is developed using Unity game engine, where the engine is complete with the implementation of basic features and such as 3D transformation. Okay, next is literature review. Okay, from the research, I have found the two type of project using AR with purpose to promote their restaurant. First is Malaysia augmented reality for food packaging. This innovative product packaging help to make an offer detail on the supply chain, beekeepers and honey, as well as information about the bees. After the QR code has been scanned, the interactive will be active and the Malaysia 3D bee mascot will take over on the screen. From this, the shopper or consumer will be shown with the product history and supply chain via motion graphic video and intuitive infographic. And next is Bear Burger. Since 2017, Bear Burger is the one of the restaurant who I use AR using Snapchat platform to make people come to its restaurant. Bear Burgers also use Snapchat to running the contest, which are making a giveaway free burger to people who are scanning the snap codes. In order to win the gift, user need to post a story using Bear Burger AR image and they need to bring the snap code to any branch. Using AR snap code and on the Snapchat, people also can see the menu, which including the portion size and ingredient. Next is methodology. Okay, for my project, methodology has 3 phases. For phase 1 is analysis. The analysis phase is the first step of the project development. The analysis that will be going through in this phase is purpose to determine the problem that will arise while developing the food menu application. And second phase is design and development. Design interaction and interface and design the AR 3D element. For last phase is implementation and evaluation of AR. All the program must be tested if anything happen to prevent any kind of problems during the development process. The application functionality will be improved and maintained throughout in this phase. Okay, this is software and tools that I have using to develop application. First, we use Unity engine for build the apps, and we also use MeshLab for create the 3D model and Visual Code Studio. And for the Euphoria, we use for augmented reality. And lastly, CoolMap. CoolMap is to track the camera position. It's also used for 3D model. And requirement analysis and design. This is our use case for the project. In the use case, we have register, login, view menu and price, view ingredient and calorie value, view food in AR and log out. For register and login, we save at database and we use database Firebase. And for this is an overview at authentication at Firebase when customer login. Lastly is user interface. This is part login and register page. Okay, firstly, customer or user need to register, and we enter the username and email and enter the password and confirm the password and click the register to register the details. And we go to, after the register, we go to the login and customer need to enter the email and the password. After the login, the application go to the home page. Okay, this home page consists of button and the picture of the menu for each category. Okay, when we click the home button, we go again to the home page. Next is result and testing. Okay, when we scan the marker, the 3D model will appear in the screen. Okay, when the 3D model appear in the screen, we go to more info to get the information about the ingredient that contained in the menu, and also we also can get the calorie value. Okay, next is in the application contain the social media link in the application. First, we go to the Instagram and click the button Instagram, and the application will pop up to the Instagram of the Amo Cafe, and same as Facebook. When we click the button Facebook, the application pop up to the Facebook the Amo Cafe. And lastly, when we to order, we click the WhatsApp button and we go to the WhatsApp to make an order. Okay, next is the testing. Testing is conducted by explaining the purpose of this restaurant menu with our application. This is to ensure the user to get the overview regarding the application before they use it. The application demonstration is also required for the user to see the application flow. Next, the user is required to test the application on their own. There are 5 questions has been asked during the interview session, and the feedback are collected. Below is the list of the 5 questions. First question is the application easy to use and user-friendly for you? Second is, if you have to rate the importance of having this application society, what will you rate from 0? The application are not important to 5. The application is very important. Third is there any part of application that you don't think it is necessary? And next is in feature, do you see yourself using this application often? And lastly, do you have any comment or suggestion to improve the application? Okay, this is the overall feedback on 5 users. Okay, for the first user, question 1, the feedback is easy to understand, and question 2, rate 4 for the significance of having the application, and question 3, no, every functionality is necessary, and question 4 is yes, it may help a lot, and question 5, provide functionality where the user can see the total of price. Okay, next we go to testing. The usability testing is carried out to see how easy the potential users understand how to perform the specific task in this application. This can be done by list out the tasks cover the main modules of the application. Each task performed by every user in the testing process and the time to complete the task is recorded. Okay, task procedure for usability testing. For task 1, register user account. To test, objective is to test the system which it function for the several user and able to store the user data. Okay, procedure for the task 1, click the register button on the login screen, in all of the requirement information and click the register button. For the task 2 is log in into the application. For the objectives, task 2 to test the database system whether it function or store the user data, and the procedure is fill the requirement information which has been registered before and click the login button. For the task 3, view all the menu in all category. The objectives is to test whether there's an error occur while changing the scene. And the procedure, go to the main page after login, choose the category one by one and click next and previous in order to see the menu. Okay, for the task 4, view the information of the food in terms of the ingredient, weight and calorie value. Okay, the objective is to test the system whether it function when open the AR camera, to test the panel whether it function or not. Okay, for the procedure, click the logo button in the top of the right corner of the menu page and click on more information button. And last task, scan the marker and playing with the 3D image. The objective is to test the assigned marker whether it can detect 3D model or not, and to test the user experience whether they're satisfied with the 3D model. And the procedure, show to the camera with the marker provided for each menu that has been assigned with the 3D object. And when the 3D object shown on the marker, user need to see the object in the all perspective by controlling using their finger. Okay, next is the result. To conclude the testing, we can see the overall time taken for the user to complete every task is quite similar without any difference. So from this, we can see that this application is easy to use and able for several users to understand. Okay, for the conclusion, to conclude this project, this restaurant food menu with AR application has been tested by several techniques into ensure that the application meet all of the requirements needed and provide the certification for the user. Lastly, implementation and Android native mobile application by using the Android Studio has been achieved. The restaurant food menu with augmented reality application independently has been programmed is installed as APK. The application is running smoothly, is intent of Android smartphone. That's all from me. Thank you.